Bad for you, what's up? What's going on, first gen? I goofed up a few weeks back, and I've been running this on a smaller file. It cut good. It just wasn't what I'm used to. So, when you use this thing, after about 3 or 4 sharpenings, you end up having to dig the gullet out, which isn't actually a gullet, but like the bottom of the hook. You try to dig some of that out because you start to lose it with this sharpener. So I'll freehand after 2 or 3 sharpenings with that, and I had to do that the other day, and I goofed up. I must have grabbed the file size under this, and then when I went to match it back up to touch the teeth up right before I started, I realized, oh no, why is it grabbing so much? Well, I'd sharpened it with the wrong file, which, like I said, worked fine, but just not what I'm used to. Nah. This is, what do you think? Do you think I'm using my feet right now? I am doing it by hand. I just am doing the rakers and the tooth at the same time with this. Instead of having to file everything and then go back and knock all the rakers down, this knocks the rakers down to exactly what I want. And if you like yours like a little more aggressive, what's nice is you just use this, sharpen them, and then maybe take an extra swipe with a flat file on each raker to give it a little more of a bite. Like if you wanted to, if it wasn't aggressive enough, you can always file with this and then take the exact same amount of swipes on the rakers. That's when I think you can start getting to a number of swipes on a raker. I see guys saying like, if you hit this raker and they're doing it, I guess we have to say freehand. You're right, bad for you. Freehand. If they're doing it freehand, they're like, they file everything and then they go back and they're like, I don't know. I've seen some silly stuff on YouTube from people that I wouldn't expect it sometimes. So I'm just like, we do our live feeds. We did it last night, right? Freehand that minute. No, you were right. I was just giving you a hard time. This little tool is just a time saver for the big saws. I don't have one for any of my small saws. And I don't move on to the next tooth until I take my thumb and touch the tooth and it tries to rip the skin off. If it sticks into my finger, it feels like it's trying to rip my finger off, then I can move on. Then we know we're sharp. I'm on this wobbly, like, rolling table. We'll get it done though. What's up, Stop? What's up, Peter? I think those... Hang on, shit. My bad, man. One's taken enough. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I like the way that the depth that they man, this thing wobbling, give you guys motion sickness. I like the depth gauge that they've got them set to. I've had this one for a long time, and I use it a lot. My 660 and this one and my 036, which never really gets used, is they're all the same. So I just follow them with this. Makes it real quick when you're on a steady surface. But yeah, you can start to get a bigger hook and stuff if you kind of don't listen to what it tells you and dip it a little bit. I don't know. I've messed with this thing in every which way that you can, but it's not why. I was just sharpening. I needed to sharpen this. Figures it gives me something to do, and I was watching YouTube videos. And we do our live feeds. We do the violations. We did them last night. There were plenty of violations. I got messages and emails, text messages all night long from Daniel Murphy. But I liked it. So I'm just scrolling. Oh, Buckin's live. I'll click on Buckin. Because at that point, I'm pretty bummed. I was watching YouTube videos, and I seen one that just is, it sucks. And not like it's not good, it sucks. Sometimes you think you relate to somebody, and you quickly find out, oh, we're not that. We're not like at all. G. I'm gonna call you G. How we doing, G? What up, G? So, I watched this person's video, and what is going on? What happened to having some self-respect? Is it that if you act vulnerable and like how always reaching hands out looking for something? I need more. Help me. I don't understand it. I've met some of the most incredible people here on YouTube, having a YouTube channel. I've met some of the most incredible people, the most generous people that I've ever met in my life. Just amazing. They just want to support you, help you, and like, it's humbling and it's absolutely mind-blowing. But it's unreal when I see those creators who know that, so they're fishing for it now. And it's like, get out of here with that shit. Ahmad, what's up? Ryan, how's it going? How you doing, Ryan? I also figured I'd do a quick live feed on a on a Sunday, since maybe some people can't catch the oh my god, he's here. I wouldn't answer his text messages, so he showed up in the, oh my god, he's here. I'm a murpher still. Don't knock off the filing. Noise is just annoying. Okay. That was Patrick's gig anyhow. Asked him his name was scripted. Was okay. This is the way this is what I think on Tim's video. I think eventually we're going to get the context. But as a good creator, you play that game. And this is what some of these other creators have absolutely missed the ball on. What Tim's doing is using a situation or a clip, and I could be wrong. I don't want to speak for him. He's here, so he can say, you take a clip and you use it to build hype on the video. I guarantee you there will be context, and the context eventually will show that the guy was told before, or there was no warning. It was just, who knows? I just feel like you'll get that context. What I do is I think, like, I wait for a creator to do their thing, make the video. The shorts, I don't do I just can't. It's like TikTok. I can't do the TikTok thing. Like, it's a little clip, and it's bad enough when you get people drawing full out conclusions to your full video, and you're like, no, that didn't happen, or I would have showed it. But I just feel like that's just, the verdict's out. I mean, I'll ask, what do you think, Tim? Was that scripted? I feel like I can answer for him. It wasn't scripted, but there's other things there that I think I hate. I hate that I'll sharpen for a second, and then so it's not nonstop. So I hate the GRCS being put at the base of a tree, and a guy being forced to crank shit over and shit slam right above him. I hate when chippers get put right next to the tree, like right next to it. It's sketchy. Just my opinion on it. It wouldn't feel comfortable to me. Could just be a goof up, and you'll get to see where the fault goes. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, because I've been wrong. I was wrong about another creator, so I'm sure I'll be wrong again. But I feel like Tim is the guy that is either gonna give you the context that guy just wasn't paying attention at the time, or if it was his fault and he didn't say anything, he'll let you know. Or if it was like just a bad coincidence that day that the Cena units didn't work, and who knows? I don't know. But I bet we'll get the answer eventually. Oh, are you serious? Just a close call is a warning. If you don't pay attention and do something about it. Okay, that was the homeowner walking into the drop zone. There you go. That's a different one. So, you yell at that guy who owns the house. I feel like I've dealt with enough people in my life that's made me a bit bitter. I probably would have hollered and screamed at the homeowner. But it doesn't mean that I'm right and someone else is wrong. If that's the homeowner, there's that curveball that came in there. But the best part was, the clip gave you none of, that's the best clip, is the one that gives you no context and allows you to come up with all your own theories and what you think happened, and that's the clip you want to put out. It draws in you know, get you intrigued enough to where you've got your story in your head of what you think happened, and eventually you get to see, oh, cool, like, or I knew it, I was right. It happens. I mean, I'm right all the time when I think about it. Homeowner not on homes. Really? That's wild. Usually, first thing, that's what we do. We pull up, knock on the door, put a helmet on the homeowner, and make sure that they're on comm. So it was Tim's fault then. Yep. I didn't even realize that. But I watched this creator and beg for more. Beg for more. And I hope I don't ever do that. For God's sake, call me out if I ever do that shit. That's crazy. It's not enough. What you do is not enough. Like, I made videos on the regular for what, 8-9 years? And I did that because I wanted. At no point did I stop and make a video and tell you, just FYI, if I don't get more subscribers, I don't make more money, and you guys don't like it more, I'm not gonna make another. I'm done. That's just because I didn't start making them to get more subscribers or more. That's not. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. Then just popped in and out of nowhere. Oh, dude, that sucks. Who knows? Who knows? The thing about the drop zone and the homeowner is he likely owns the drop zone. So, you don't, let's not pretend like you have these deep discussions with the homeowner of like every time that like, hey, do not walk in my drop zone. Some people just aren't the brightest and they'll do stuff like that. You never ran into somebody like that? Working by a sidewalk or something? Some people blow my mind. Like, what up, AAA? I rattled off. I gotta skip because I'm way behind on comments. Yeah, I mean, and what I like is he posted it. Nobody learns from it if he doesn't. That little short clip he could keep out and just be Mr. Cool Cat who does everything perfect. Because that's what you're going to get from 99.9% of the guys that make videos. Just all the stuff that just makes them look so cool. So he posted the part, and not only did he post the part, he could just say, stupid ground guy. No, it's like, homeowner walked into the drop zone, and like, could he have looked again and made sure? I don't know. Like, I don't really know how much time was involved between looking and making sure your drop zone's clear, and you got your guys, and so most of the time you know where they're at, and there's nobody supposed to be in that drop zone, and they just walk into it. It's kind of like a dog, dude. When you don't have communications with that homeowner at that time, if a dog just wanders, like, or a stranger wanders into your drop zone and runs through it, it's not, you don't have control of those kind of things. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a bad situation. But seems like it ended pretty good. Maybe the homeowner got a rude awakening, but accomplish your dreams. Is that what it takes to accomplish your dreams? Hang on. I missed something. Still see a lot of close call. Smoke and mirrors. I've pushed this. I don't know. I relate to that. I've had my periods where I was like that. I pushed the limits as much as I could. I wanted to know what the limit is. Just like your thing, Daniel, maybe isn't the climbing part, but you know how many people would say you're absolutely reckless to be purposely trying to cause barber chairs? And you know how many times I've argued on your behalf over the barber chair thing? Just think about that one. Hey, shut up. I'm talking over here. Yeah, some people would say you're absolutely crazy to be trying to predict a barber chair. It's the stupidest thing in the world. I don't think it is. I'm a pretty open-minded person. Like, I don't have a big issue putting myself in other people's shoes and being able to relate to them. So, like, I want to know everything if I had it my way. So the barber chair thing makes some sense to me, where it doesn't to some people. They just think it's the most reckless, silly thing in the world to be doing. But that doesn't... I'll sit there and argue on your behalf there that I don't agree. Just like a guy that decides that he pushes the limit a bit with his rigging and stuff. I did that. I had my period where I would go with that intent to push things. I still have those days where I'm like, today I'm about to push it. I don't have to, but I'm also not saying I'm the brightest crown in the book, like in the box. So some days, like I don't know. I just remember being in that mode. So okay, damn it. Now back to what I was saying. For God's sake, don't let a creator take advantage of your kindness. Like I've been really like happy about my situation with doing memberships. Memberships was a sketchy thing for me. I didn't know if I really wanted to do it. 2 days in a row. Yeah, Zachary, I was just out here messing with this. I seen some BS on YouTube, so I figure maybe we'll do a Sunday. Some people that don't get to catch the Saturdays catch a Sunday. We'll do it a little earlier. But yeah, I was seeing some wild stuff, and like when I started doing memberships, I felt like I had to come up with an idea that was special. Something special for those people, because for them to give you any kind of monetary support it's crazy. So I needed to do something. I couldn't figure anything out. I was like, I'll do extra videos, I guess, because unless you're making big YouTube videos, you ain't making no money from YouTube. So I've been stoked to not be putting my videos on regular YouTube and putting them on my memberships. I feel like I'm actually giving something to those members that not just everybody gets. So but I see it where other channels will promise you the world and like do nothing for their membership, and then still be wanting more. Like, I don't know. I've just met those people that ask you for a favor and ask for help, and they realize, oh, I got me one here. This guy's nice. He's going to be doing favors every other day for me. I don't feel comfortable here without GP. It's gonna be okay. What up, William? How are you, brother? Okay, well, yeah. So shout out to guys like William and Veterans Tree Service, Super Shade there, like everybody that does the memberships, because it's nice to be able to afford the SD cards, and it's not always coming out of pocket. So then I was watching Buck and Billy Ray's live feed, and I couldn't watch it anymore. I also couldn't subscribe to the person. This sucks, because this was somebody, I don't even want to get into it. I don't know. I'm losing faith in what I thought. Like, I don't know, it's just a bummer. It's like when you find out, think somebody's cool, and you realize, oh damn, you're not cool. That sucks. $78 a month. What's $78 a month? $2K. You still in touch with Patrick at $78 a month? Daniel, you pocket watching over there? Here, knock it off. Pocket watching. You better get out of here with that shit. Well, what you got, Daniel? How much money you got in the bank? What's your social security number? Huh? You better knock it off. What the fuck? I cannot believe it. You're wild. This is the wildest position to be trying to sharpen this saw anyway. But yeah, I watched Buckin talk about, I don't even know what this guy was just talking about. Saying that the flapping don't work for him. He's a doer. So then he sat there and he talked for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And he's like, alright, so I've flapped for 15 minutes. And it was like minutes after saying, I don't do the flapping. I don't know. He's wild. He's a different kind of guy. I think he thinks if you don't agree with everything he does, there's something wrong with you. I don't know. I agree with him as a person, but not so much him as a content creator. I feel like that's more than fair, because my opinions only come from that. They got GP here? Oh, right on. I had over 100K in the bank this summer. You said, I don't really care. Don't actually take that down. I have an uncle who's broke as shit now. Like, I think he's like damn near homeless. He owned a tree company. He was that guy that always had to show you every stack of money that he's got. He's also the guy that owes me a bunch of money, that's broke, and will still, if he gets a little bit of money, he's gonna take a picture and send it to you. I just don't, that's nobody's, I don't care. Like, okay, you see how I am right now. I legit achieved a lifetime goal today. A lifetime goal. Something I didn't know if I'd ever do. But I don't even want to talk about it. That's my business. Nobody needs to know. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm watching Buckin' and he's talking about why he's a good person and why he does good. A kickflip? Yeah, that's what it was. Yes. No. No, I'm talking about like, it's, yeah. You're crazy, that was awesome. A kickflip. You should have said something worse, like, did you finally get a back 180 or something, or you did a nollie? Jesus Christ, that was wild. That was the wildest name. And I was about to say, what up? And then I was going to say his name. And then I was going to get canceled. Within seconds. I'm like, okay. That was wild. That was wild. You got to head out back for you? Right on, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember what aggravated me so much with Buckin's video. It was something that I don't even remember now. It couldn't have been that important. It was just wild to see him say that, hey, we shut up. That he doesn't want anything from anybody. And don't want anything. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, these white boots. He's like, I'm not ever trying to sell you nothing, am I? 2 seconds later, these white boots. And he's like, I just can't. There's just this absolute infestation with main character mode. And some people have it so bad. Maybe it's them playing the character, their YouTube character. Maybe it's not really them. Maybe them as a person is amazing. And not hypocritical and weird and like feel like you're being sold some snake oil or something. I don't know. What's next? Hang on, what the hell? Yeah, he got swiped. What's next? The Buckin' barber chair? I dig that. That's funny. So crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Madness. Madness. I'm glad I had. See, this is what I do when I'm really, really agitated and aggravated. I sharpen a saw, and it usually chills me out. I was really pissy starting this live feed. And then you guys Daniel getting me off onto something else actually let me chill out. And I'm kind of glad I did. Oh, man. It's wild to see a guy like just spew goofiness. Like I think here's the main point that I come down with Bucket and realizing is maybe the reason I don't relate to him when he starts talking about mainly intricate things when it comes to tree work, tree climbing, but like the money thing, the pretending that there's no money, like I'm a broke dude. That's no, no. That's you can't do that. If you're not broke, you can't say you're broke. You can't pretend you're poor if you're not poor. Like that's gross. And I feel like that's always what he's putting off. And then he's always talking about when he was 27, he got sober and then he started treating people good. Well, listen, here's what's wild. If you find a human being on the face of God's green earth that says, I did them wrong, I'll never make another YouTube video. Because, like, there's. Maybe I don't relate because I didn't go through half of my life being a dick and then switch. I've just been me the whole time. We're par for the course over here. We're just smooth sailing it the whole way. I've been stepped on, screwed over by so many people. But it works out. It works out when it's all said and done. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't relate. I don't feel like maybe I'm not trying my hardest at all times to convince people that I'm a good person. Because I don't have to. I don't have to. I'm also not trying to dictate what you guys do in your life. I think that's weird. Bunch of good deputies. You put in time out them. You're good, dude. You're good. No, that's wild. See some crazy stuff on YouTube. It's weird what people will do for like some likes and stuff. Like, I am not gonna get on here. I've done some cringy stuff. But usually my cringy stuff, I knew I was doing it. I don't have any problem making fun of myself. Or being goofy. Ugh. I'm not belittling myself and like begging. That stuff's forever. It stays on the internet forever. Unless I'm that guy that you meet that maybe does a favor for you, and then you're like, I owe him a favor. Well, I'd rather just go to the grave with you owing me that favor. I like it that way. I'm not trying to get everything I can off of every person. So, just wild. Maybe that's why I'm not a good content creator. That's the reason this channel is not humongous. Is because I won't do the dirty stuff that it takes. I don't know. Well, I appreciate you, Grandpa. Oh, my wife. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think a lot of people tell you this story where they say they got a strong conscience, and like they'll think about it and they'll stew on it and they'll feel bad, and their conscience will just get them. I am telling you, if I was to even, if I have a mean, like, this is the reality. The sheriff is me, 100%. Let's be honest. The sheriff is me. When I'm in high, like, on, when I'm pissy, I have to like put myself in that mindset. Um, but I don't know. I feel like I have to do it because everything's so nice and pretty and perfect now and weird. Um, and also, it's just, for me, I'm just trying to balance things out. There's enough soft foo-foo. Um, Everything in life is perfect out there. With no yin, there's no yang. It doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't know. Some people are very, very, very. I've gotten some emails, and it's just, it is what it is. That's what we all need. Bracelets that say WWMD. What would the Murph do? He'd barber chair that son bitch. Dude, I am so sorry. Okay, alright. Back to telling people how bad they suck, alright? Yeah. I do it because it has to be done. There's too much stupidness here. It gets too ignorant. Too nice. There's no qualifications. So, you got idiots telling you how to live your life, everything you should do. It's bad enough you gotta listen to them in the comment section. Now they're making videos. So, that's why I'm here. This weird shit with, I don't know. The bucking thing gets to me. He aggravates the piss out of me with his weird, it's condescending the way he talks about people. And I see the people that end up with this success, and they're always trying to get something else out of you. That's always the channels that seem to do really good, which blows my damn mind. I don't even understand it. That's why I like Tim. You haven't sold me anything yet. You don't even know how to YouTube, if we're being honest. Let's be real. Have you sold anything yet? Are you making money off merch? Then you ain't tubing yet, dude. So, hurry up and figure out something to sell, Tim. So you can be a real tuber. Yo, YouTube ain't as easy as some of these people think. And they're like, you went viral one time. For some reason, YouTube decided to help you. And you go viral a couple times, and sometimes it'll make a person lose their mind. Damn, GP, you've had some viral ones, have you? Why ain't you lost your mind yet? Come on. Why are you making 15-minute videos where you sit there and beg me for more likes and subscribes? And sell me something. Dude, I can't even figure out how to sharpen this. I don't know how to. This is weird. I'm going to Vienna. What the fuck? What up, Ali? Dude, I don't know. I think if something with our niche group, I say if it gets over 500,000, it's viral. But I think there's extents to the, like, there's definitely levels to it for sure. My sharpening program. It's nice that you asked that because I still need to sharpen this. See, I get off track. I got ADD and shit. Alright, so am I gonna be able to do this? Yeah. I think I had it set up right, and then I moved it again. Give me just a second. I think the neighbors are fighting again, so my dog hears it. So, this is what I use. And I actually took one of the files out because it's rusty, and only one file is good. So I just switch it from side to side. So, what that does is the middle flat one, right there, file, follows the the dog down, the guide, and then you sharpen all in one swipe. They're pretty nice. I don't know what we're standing over, but I'm a little weirded out. I don't think I can. I'm scared. See, I of all people should have got that. You should have tried to pretend like you were a better human to me as you said it, and I would have got it. Then I would have been like, oh shit, okay, now I know what he's doing. A lot of the hate towards me on some of these emails that I'm getting, and I know who's having these people send these emails, is me telling someone to be safe. Has got them all up in their feelings. Got them all mad.
That monster back here?
Yeah, for a second, and then it was the poodle.
Monster, where are you?
He's right here. He's right here.
He's over here.
Oh, is the poodle dog over there? Yeah.
I just heard his bark. I freaked out that there was a friend. Okay.
I like him. He's funny. Cutting trees for a year or so, only got back into it for the money. It's all I know. 25 years. That's sick. No excuse. Told him he's got a bunch of charger ports. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my dog's name. When we got him, he was in the floorboard and was chewing on a can of Monster. Plus, he's a Great Pyrenees and he's enormous, so we knew he was going to be big. Yeah. He's a bit of a ham. Hey, come here. Come here. What are you doing? Not being good? He doesn't lick, and I love him for that. Because I don't like it when you lick me, right? You're a good boy. You gotta chase that car. You gotta chase that car. That's what he lives for. And bark. It's not like try to jump the fence. But, West Virginia, you know where. Yeah, he's very hairy. He's got to go get shampooed and stuff like at least once a month, every other week. He's crazy. He's treated like a damn king though. He's got a pretty sweet gig. That's why we've been dealing with skunks around here, because my neighbor's weird and he feeds all the feral cats. So if he gets sprayed and I gotta shave him, I'm gonna have this little rat dog left. I wonder what he looks like underneath all that. Yeah, the bucking thing today got me in my feelings when he started talking about anybody who gets on the internet and isn't positive, and guys that ever argue, or there's something wrong with them deep down. I'm like, what the I feel like it's a personal jab. That's what I do. Yeah, he's a Great Pyrenees. I have a shitty pair of knees. Both my knees are shot, but I also have a Great Pyrenees. So that's my joke. I've been a dad for 19 years. I have developed a few, but it usually goes over better with people when the dog's sitting here. So. That seems to be very... Dano just seems like a handy feller to have around when it probably comes to anything. He's just seems like he had to live some life that other people didn't. Like, there's not a lot of people out there that, like, when something goes wrong, their first instinct isn't Googling a phone number for somebody to fix it. So, and I don't see Dano being one of them guys. Dano is a hell of a climber. He's a guy that I wish there was somebody to film him. It would be very good footage. You can hear my neighbors fighting in the background. They scream at each other all the time. Let's listen. Yeah, there you go. I can hear you. He said he's never hit anybody in his entire life. Oh, they're peeling out. Yeah, those people are crazy. I helped this elderly woman up the road because she's a widow, and I'm a Masonic member, so it's one of the things we do. So I help her, and she gets her medicines delivered. Listen to this shit. These people are fucking. They're crazy. So they got some kids. They got this like teenage boy, who's an early teen, and this little redheaded boy. I don't trust redheads, so I like side-eye him right from the get-go. But I think he may be okay. I think it's the other kid. This old lady gets her medicine delivered. They delivered her medicine. She's very sick. Very sick. They stole her medicine. One over there stole the box. Then took her pills, and I had cut a stump out and like was burning it out. And I put the fire out because these kids are crazy because I can't see it from here. They went back over, like, took the dirt off, relit a fire, and were burning her pills. And, like, I found them and caught them. And that lady didn't, like, I went over to their house and flipped. Like, told Dad to get outside, like I was ready to wring his neck. And Grandpa begged me not to. They're crazy people. They should have been in jail. Disgusting. Oh, was the Murph back? I didn't even see him. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's because you give them a cell phone and you pay for it. It's like me. Can I stay at your house? Where'd he go? Where's that guy at? I'm sure he's got a good house. Yeah, can I stay with you? AA? You get, your name's too long. Get a shorter name. No one wants to say all that. A something. I hate your name. I don't like it at all. Get a different name. That name sucks. Donate money. He's hungry. I'm starving. And I could use a room for the night. That is hilarious to say that though. Because I'm outside on my back patio recording myself sharpen a saw. People are wild. I just would love to know when in America, when you see somebody who's not overweight, they're fit, they're thinner, when did it become they're abnormal? Healthy used to be a good thing. Being like overweight and like gross wasn't so common. I feel like I make a lot of people feel awkward. You know what? I don't know what to tell you. Give me some food. Buy me dinner. Alright? Been like this for over 40 years. So that's a long time that I haven't ate. Buy me some food. Super chat me some food right now. Or shut up. That guy didn't super chat me any food, did he? Jerk. See, he's rude. He's not a good person. That's nice. Me too, like 3 times. No, I'm trying to think of what I was. What was I? I was a sheriff. That's what I was. I knew it. Dude is still That guy also came through here one day. He was trying to teach his son, who's like in his 40s, like he's an older dude. He's trying to teach his son how to drive his Harley. And he come walking through here screaming at the top of his lungs and seeing Monster and told him to scream to Angel, shut the fuck up. And that was when we were introduced to each other. And he's been nice ever since. Except for when his grandkids stole her pills. Bad part is, I feel like they probably stole the box, took it inside, and then were told to burn the rest of them. That's my opinion. Dude, that's me. I came out it like this, with it, that it hits the date to the channel. I come out steel in hand. Luckily, I had rocked my chain, so it wasn't super sharp. But no, I can't say that. That's insulting my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I take it back. That was rude. My poor mother. What? All for a joke. I wish I didn't take part in that. I feel bad now. That's a good boy. He's the wildest dog. So he doesn't. I don't leave a bowl of food around for him just to eat. He eats when I eat at night. He eats one time. And homie is thick as thick gets. He's enormous. He's at that point where it's like, when he wants to fight, it's a little sketchy, you know? It's worth the clout. Springs are hosed. Oh, dude. See, all my neighbors say they love him because you ain't breathing in this neighborhood without him making it known you're here. Everyone says they like him, but that drives me nuts. My neighbors think I'm crazy because I'm always screaming at him to shut up, so. Yeah. I always do. I always do. No, I want to get into details and just tell you guys everything about some of these emails. But it just blows my mind that what we do is we razz people a little bit. We tease. And all in all, the message is always a positive thing. Overall, usually focused towards safety most of the time. Sometimes I'm just an opinionated jerk, but that's not, most of the time I'm not. But I'm telling you, having a sense of humor and being able to handle a guy razzing on you don't exist no more. I thought guys would start to take to it after they seen. I feel like I make it pretty clear, but they don't. They don't see any humor in it. I'm just a troll hater. A hater troll. I've got people telling me that the things I say could cause people, like really, the way I talk about people, what if it caused them to do something? Like, trying to think of a way to make it clear. So I've got people sending me stuff like this. I mean, give me a break. Am I that mean? Last one had you going. See, some people don't have a sense of humor. They don't find any humor in it. I ended the live feed last night. See, and as soon as I ended it, on my phone, I got notified. And Climber Drew made a post and tagged me in it. And he was sitting there with his baby in his arms, watching it, well, he was in the live feed, and he was watching the live feed at home. That's wild. That's crazy to me. Like, it kind of made me stop for a second and be like, whoa, that's wild. You're at home, chilling, and it just blows my mind. I feel like the group we've put together, even some that maybe didn't get along originally, if you're part of the, like, I feel like if you're part of the group, there's just a weird misunderstanding, and you don't know that you're like-minded until later on. Like, you can't know, you can't make every read perfect. So, I mean, you're gonna mess up every once in a while, but yeah, it just blows my mind because being mean and saying the things that no one wants to say has brought attention from some really good people. Like, I expected this to just build me the group of trolls and crazy haters. That's what I thought, and it's done the opposite, which is wild to me. So, who's Tommy Stubbs? If he's a tree guy, that is sick. That's an awesome name, Tommy Stubbs. Give me your humor, angel. I'm telling you, there you go. Who is that? Your name is hard to read because it's italicized. Dang it, I can't even read it. Dude, we are very alike, brother. We are so very alike. It has the opposite effect on me. I feel like this guy's trying to convince me that everything's like, it's cultish, it's weird, it's like, I cannot relate to it at all. You can't tell me you're not trying to sell me something and then 5 minutes later try to sell me something. You can't say that you're not the type of person who flaps their gums and then go on 10 minutes where you then say, well, for 10 minutes I just flapped my gums. There was 3 or 4 of those where I was just like, this guy also, on top of all this, he thinks he's a better human than me. And that's, couldn't be further from the truth. I could do the sheriff character for the rest of my life. And you're not a better human than me, so stop acting like it. Where you get on your channel and you put yourself up on your pedestal and you do your live feeds where you talk about all these things that's wrong with these other people. It's deep inside them, or it's their childhood, or you're blaming this, or I ain't blaming nothing. I ain't blaming nothing. And not only am I not blaming nothing or no one, I'm trying to hold you accountable because you don't hold yourself. So don't start pointing at me saying you got something wrong with you if you don't like him, because like that's the worst. That's the worst. So, eventually we will get to this point where I can just post all these for you guys and you can see all these comments and these emails. The behind the scenes reaction we've got from what goes on is pretty wild. Tommy was a climber. Sick. Okay, dude, he is awesome already because of the name. That name is sick. Yeah, it better be. The best part is I do all this, okay? Then I get there and it won't cut because I run my chain too loose and it's mushroomed out the bar. That's one thing I see guys that they don't notice. Like if you've watched me do any kind of work, you know I'll run a chain floppy loose and it'll make the railings mushroom out a little bit. So you have to file them down because as you're going down in the cut, it's fighting it. It acts like it doesn't want to cut at times. It's almost like the safety chain thing. Because with them safety chains, like when it skips a tooth, it keeps skipping them, it feels like. Like if you've ever used one of them safety chains and you get into a cut and it just stops cutting, and you almost have to throttle down on the saw. Also, earlier today I had some old man walk over to me and he stops me, okay? And he says, why you run your weed eater like that? Why don't you run it? I said, what do you mean? I mean, it just sounds like there's something wrong with it. No. Huh. And I just frowned at him and started my weed eater. Well, I thought about it. I think people think you're supposed to whiskey throttle these small engines, like chainsaws and weed eaters. No, you're not supposed to. So I feather even a weed eater. Like you can weed eat next to a vehicle if you're not full throttle and know where it's gonna sling stuff. But you got that thing, whang, you're busting windows out of your neighbors. So I don't know. My condolences, Murph. Okay, I didn't even finish reading this. My bad, man. Someone called me. I worked with him maybe 10 years ago. Shot a video on him talking in office maybe 5 minutes. It was mid-teens. That's sick, dude. Well, you got the memories. And to have it on film is sick. I like that. Over here, I expected it years ago. He was screwing up his karma so badly it was only a matter of time. Hold the plug. You're still working? How's that working? No, this is the third saw. That's like the third saw or something. Jesus Christ, dude, you think I'm slow or something? You think I'm slow, don't you? Dirty. Dirty. Okay, well, guys, I'm glad I didn't do what I was gonna do during this live feed. So Murph, I actually appreciate the fact that you got me off track. And just from me to you, brother, I think Tim's a good dude. But at the same time, some guys are a little wilder, a little braver, a little crazier. Oh God, he's still here. I wouldn't have said that. I didn't know that. I appreciate the fact that you would even reconsider, Murph. I'm telling you, I'd have ran him off already. I'd have had him in his feelings. But he seems to be okay. Guys, have a good one. I'm gonna you know what, that I agree. Don't, Murph. See what I mean? See what I mean? If you don't need sarcasm like that in your life, there's something wrong with you. That's what all these men need. A little bit of sarcasm in it. They look just, or they're playing this, I'm strong. Every day I'm getting stronger. You know you're not. You don't look like it. So, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you next time, and stay safe. I'll try to get you a video up on the members tomorrow. Appreciate you, members. See ya.